A new study could change the future of birth control with a reversible, non-hormonal option for men. Ronald Evans, he is professor and director of Gene Expression Laboratory. Good morning.
Good morning.
This is quite fascinating, isn't it?
Yeah, this is a transformative event, as it was with women with contraceptives back in the 60s and 70s. That was a game changer, and I think that we're on to the next, finally, something for men.
I think we've been hearing about men's birth control for so many years, and it just never, nobody figured it out how to do it correctly, and whether or not men want to do that or not. It's, I don't think controversial is the word, but there's a stigma to it. How do you convince people this is going to work? This is the right path moving forward?
Well, it gives men something of the equivalent of a way to choose their reproductive time. And so it's very much like women's. You take it and you don't need condom. You can sort of get away from vasectomies now. And so this is a kind of molecular on-off switch that we discovered. It's very simple, and it acts as long as you take it. But if you go off for a couple of weeks, then you're totally back to normal fertility.
So in terms of, you mentioned the long-lasting effects, or just as long as you take it, right? Explain again if you've said it. I apologize. How does this work? Is it a shot? Is it a pill? Is it how does it work?
This would be a pill.
A pill.
And it basically slows down the spermatogenesis. Think of it this way, it's like a car that's in neutral. Yeah. It's all there, it's just not engaged. And so that's what it does. It takes it offline, but it's all there. If you then want to get, but libido is the same, there's no change in that at all. And if you want to go into more reproductive mode, then you just go off the pill. About a month, everything's back to normal.
You guys have obviously studied this for a very long time. The benefits of having this specific type of birth control option, what are those benefits?
Well, number one is condoms are if you think worldwide, and you have to always be thinking that this is same for women's contraceptives as well. Having something like this is a major option. It's not just a one for the U.S. I think this is a worldwide impact that it could have. So it's the same as for women. I think there's a lot going on.
Sure. When you have this new study, and it's kind of like you mentioned, I mean, this potentially is a game changer, that a simple pill could do something like that. Success rate in terms of people are going to be concerned, well, is it really going to work? How long do I have to wait for it to kick in? There's like a ton of questions like, wait a minute, how is this actually going to function?
Yeah, but the way in which sperm develops, it's rather complicated, but there's a central switch that we came across, and it's an on-off switch. Yeah. And so it's a very simple thing.
Like fully off and then fully back on.
Fully off, fully back on.
Wow.
And it's a very, very simple thing, but it's not a hormone. It's actually kind of a little molecular mechanical switch that we just add a thing in
It's
there.
Amazing.
It is amazing.
I mean, to the layman, when you say something like it's a molecular switch, it's like it's hard to kind of wrap your mind around it, right?
Right. But it's just like I said with a car. You can engage. It can be off, but this is just neutral, and then you can put it back into gear.
Side effects. What are they, if there are any, and what do people need to know about?
Because it's just a little thing that we can turn on and off, we don't have any side effects that we've been able to identify. And so right now, it's pretty clean as it is. And so nothing to really consider as a problem.
Deliver the message here, because Salk Institute does revolutionary things. We know that. In terms of how revolutionary this particular thing, how do you convince the people? How does this become the norm? Because it does take years to just accept something that is this new and this earth-shattering, if you will, right?
I think that's a really good question, but there have been a lot of surveys that say that men want to have the option, like women have had. And so it may not be for everybody, But the reality is that it can be for everybody.
Okay.
Because it's safe, it's simple, it's reversible, it doesn't change libido. It checks off all the boxes. So that's why I think we're excited about it.
I think the reversible is amazing.
That's very key to this.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
You get the other thing,
right.
It's like...
No surgeries, no condoms, nothing. You don't have to worry about any of that.
Okay, so how long until this is available, readily available for anyone to get?
Well, the compound we have actually it's not an FDA-approved drug yet, but so that's the next goal is to try to advance this so that we can get this through clinical trials.
What's a time frame for that? Like 5 years?
I'd like it to be. I like it to be relatively fast, but yes, the trials cost money. That's the main thing.
Sure.
It's not about can we do it right away. We could.
Yeah.
It's a matter of raising the money to do the trial.
Okay. So it's on the horizon, but not quite yet. But pretty revolutionary. That's all.
Yes.
I mean,
yeah.
I like to say that's where the smart people are.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it, Ronald Evans. Thanks for the time.
Thank you.
All right. Coming up.